There are hundreds of things that can be causing lower back pain, and I mean hundreds, but the truth is, in clinic, the same few things come up again and again. So I'm not going to overwhelm you with a long, giant list of all the reasons that your back might be sore. I'm just going to give you the 4 most common causes of lower back pain that I actually see in clinic, and more importantly, how each one of those presents and shows up in real life. So you can listen out for the one that sounds most like you. Now, the thing to understand here is these 4 are pathology based. So they're about the structures in your spine, but in the next video, I'll cover the mechanical side of it. So the movement patterns and the habits that might be causing your lower back pain. But today it's the 4 big pathologies that I see in clinic. So let's get into it. My name's Joe. I'm an ex-professional football head physio and I'm based in the UK. And this video is to help you understand what might be causing your lower back pain and help you spot your own pattern. So it's not a diagnosis. All backs are individual, and the only way to know for sure is to get it properly assessed by a physio. So use it as a guide to just point you in the right direction. Now, cause number 1 is a disc problem. So a disc herniation or a disc bulge. So your discs are the like little cushions that sit between the bones in your spine, the vertebrae in your spine. When one of those discs bulges or herniates, it can irritate the structures around it, and that is where the pain comes from. But here's what actually matters to you and how it shows up in real life. With a disc issue or a disc herniation, people really struggle or tend to struggle with bending forward. So things like putting socks on in the morning will become a real issue. Leaning over at the sink to brush your teeth becomes really difficult. Picking something up off the floor like shopping bags, those type of things will particularly sore. It's the forward bend that's the thing that flares it up. And the classic one that I hear all the time is that they get pain when they roll over in bed. So people tell me that they dread rolling over in the middle of the night because they get that sharp catching pain every single time that stops them getting back to sleep. So if you're someone that's got back pain, bending forward and rolling over in bed are your worst movements, then that might start to point you or lead more towards a disc issue. The second most common cause is facet degeneration. So don't let the name put you off. The facet joints are just simply small joints that make up the spine, and they enable you to move, side bend, forward bend, lean back and rotate. Now, when those joints get a little bit worn or they get a bit irritated, they behave almost the opposite way to a disc problem. So instead of bending forwards being the problem, it's the leaning back, it's the arching backwards and lying on your front that tends to wind these up. The real classic sign here is significant stiffness first thing in the morning. You wake up stiff and achy if you've got facet degeneration, and it takes a little bit of time to warm up and get going. It eases as you move through the day, but then it can creep back in towards the end of the day when you stop and you become a little bit less active. Stiff the first thing in the morning with facet degeneration, sore when you lean back or lie on your front, loosens up once you get moving, and that is a very typical picture for someone that's maybe got some degeneration or wear and tear around the facet joints. Now, the third most common cause that I see is stenosis. Now, stenosis simply means a narrowing. So you get a narrowing of the space where the nerves travel out of the spine. So this one is a really telling pattern, and it's almost a giveaway because people with a stenosis, they tend to feel better when they're sat down and they're worse when they're standing or walking. And very often patients will say, if I go for a walk, even 300 yards, my back and my glutes ache, but then as soon as I sit down, the pain alleviates. So it's the complete opposite of what you'd typically get with a disc problem, and it's the being on your feet or standing up and walking that tends to bring it on. And they often get a lot of pain into the bum cheeks, into the legs, as well as the lower back. And the longer they're upright, the more pain that they get. And a classic telltale sign is that they almost get instant relief when they sit down or when they lean forwards onto something, like leaning onto a shopping trolley. So if standing and walking are your enemies and sitting brings relief, that might point more towards a stenosis. Now, the fourth one is a little bit different because it affects a younger group of people. It can affect older people as well, but it really does affect younger people, and it's one that we see a lot in clinic, and it's one that gets missed all the time. And this is a stress fracture in the spine. So with younger active people, it's sometimes called or referred to as a pars fracture. As I said previously, we tend to see it in active teenagers and young adults, so 18 years old and down, the ones playing a lot of sport, a lot of repetitive bending and arching, bowlers in cricket, gymnasts, footballers, dancers. And the pattern here is that it's back pain that's brought on by activity and by arching backwards in a young active person. So if you've got a sporty teenager or sporty grandson or granddaughter with persistent lower back pain, especially pain that's worse with leaning back and arching and during or after sport, this should genuinely be on the radar. It's important not to miss, and it is often missed, and it's well worth getting that one properly checked. So there are your 4 most common causes of back pain. Let me just pull them all together because the patterns are what matter the most. Number 1 is a disc, typically worse bending forwards, putting socks on, rolling over in bed. Number 2 is facet joint degeneration, stiff in the morning, worse leaning back or arching your back and laying on your front, and it tends to ease as you get moving. The third is a stenosis, better sitting, worse standing and walking, and they tend to get pain into the buttocks and sometimes into the leg. And the fourth is a stress fracture. It's back pain with activity and arching, and it typically happens with younger people that are active and they play a lot of sport. You might already be hearing the one that sounds like you, but just remember, these overlap, they can happen together as well, and this is just a guide, it's not a diagnosis. So if your pain is persistent, getting it properly assessed is what turns, I think it might be this, into a clear answer and a clear plan forwards. Now, these 4 causes are all about structures, so it's all about the pathology, the thing that would show up on a scan. But here's the thing, very often it's the way that you move, you sit, and it's the way that you load your spine that's actually driving the problem in the first place. So in the next video, I'm going to go through the mechanical and biomechanical causes of lower back pain, the habits, the movement patterns that quietly keep you in pain and lead to things like a disc bulge or facet degeneration. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that video. And if any of these 4 pathologies sounded like you, please drop me a comment and I will read every single one of them.